In this video, I'll review the Virgin Atlantic upper class experience from Los Angeles to London. I last flew this route 2 years ago, since which Virgin has switched terminals at LAX, so I'll be interested to see what's changed. Come along and let's discover.
Welcome to the channel. Here you'll find exclusive reviews of flights ranging from premium economy through to business and first class. I've clocked up over 1 million miles flying around the world. In my reviews, I share the essential elements that I think make for a great flight. I hope you find the review interesting, and I'd be delighted if you subscribe to my channel. Your support really does go a long way.
My journey started at LAX, where Virgin's check-in desks were located in Terminal 2. There was a dedicated upper class desk with shorter queues. The baggage allowance was 2 checked bags weighing up to 32 kilograms or 70 pounds each, plus 2 hand luggage items weighing up to 12 kilograms or 26 pounds each, but no more than 16 kilograms or 35 pounds in total. From check-in it was a walk and then up escalators to the fairly new security channel between Terminals 2 and 3. After security there was then a pretty long walk across the new Sky Bridge to the Tom Bradley International Terminal. This was a miles redemption flight. The one-way ticket from LA to London in upper class cost 155,000 Virgin points plus $1,027, which was about £800 at the time. Let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like, subscribe for future reviews and comment away. At the Tom Bradley terminal, it was then up an escalator to the Star Alliance Lounge, which Virgin upper class passengers currently use. The lounge was fairly quiet, with lots of spare seating. There was a balcony area overlooking the main terminal hall. Inside there was a buffet offering cold and hot food. There was also self-service drink stations as well as a complimentary bar. I opted for some pasta, chicken and carrots. An outside terrace provided views across the airport apron back to Terminal 3. The flight was announced about 10 minutes prior to boarding starting. There was just time to explore the space next to the lounge, which will open as the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse later this summer. It was previously the Etihad Lounge. From the lounge it was a short walk to Gate 131. The central terminal area had a range of retail outlets. Boarding hadn't started and the gate area was getting busy. The flight was on an Airbus A350-1000 aircraft, registration Golf Victor Romeo November Bravo, called Purple Rain. It was 4 years old. Upper class passengers were called forward to board first. Upper class was in the front cabin of the aircraft with 44 suites in a 1-2-1 configuration. I was at the rear of the cabin in seat 11A. The seat had a width of 20 inches and could recline to form a fully flat 82-inch bed. The seat faced forward towards the window. In front of the seat was an 18.5-inch HD touchscreen. Beside the seat was a counter on which was placed an amenity kit. A sleep suit was waiting on the seat, and bedding was stored in the footwell. A note welcomed me back on board as a frequent flyer. There was plenty of overhead storage space with an entire bin for each seat. Overhead there were reading lights and individual air vents. Beside the seat was a magazine pocket containing headphones, next to which was a power socket and USB-A port. There was a second USB-A port at the back of the counter. Above the counter were some storage shelves and a reading light. Soon pre-departure drinks were offered. It being the first day of dry January, I opted for orange juice. The amenity kit was made from recycled card. It contained socks and an eye mask, earplugs, creams and lip balm, and a toothbrush and toothpaste. On the edge of the counter were controls for the seat. With the last door closed, the airbridge moved away on schedule as the safety video was played.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today.
We pushed back from the gate as the safety video finished. The entertainment system featured the feed from external cameras to watch the takeoff. We had a relatively long tow from the gate to then have a short taxi to take off from runway 24 left. The flight time from Los Angeles to London was scheduled to be 10 hours and 20 minutes. Soon after takeoff, I checked out the onboard Wi-Fi service. A full flight package cost £21 or $26. It provided pitiful download speeds of just over 1 megabit per second. Virgin really needs to sort out its onboard Wi-Fi offer. On a recent Delta flight across the Atlantic, there was free Wi-Fi offering up to 79 megabits per second. Shortly after takeoff, a hot towel was offered. Noise-cancelling over-ear headphones were provided for the entertainment system. They were comfortable to wear and had a fairly good sound quality. The entertainment screen folded out. The system included a fair range of content. There were 150 movies and 615 individual television episodes. On the aisle side of the seat, an armrest lifted up. There was also a screen which pulled forward to provide a degree of privacy. Before the meal service, drinks and snacks were provided. I opted for a non-alcoholic raspberry and lemon cocktail. The table folded out from beside the TV screen and swiveled around in front of the seat. In the compartment behind the table was a can of still water. There was quite a lot of turbulence during the early part of the flight, with the seatbelt signs coming on. For the meal, there was a choice each of starter, main course and dessert, although the advertised starters had been replaced by tempura prawn or vegetable tartlet. A placemat was laid on the table before a crew member set out cutlery and a bread plate. A choice of bread rolls was offered. I opted for an olive baguette and a beetroot roll. For starter, I opted for the tempura prawn, which was a rather small portion. The other option, the vegetable tartlet, was more substantial. For main course, I went off menu and had pre-ordered a spiced lamb burger. If you pre-ordered, there were an additional 4 main course choices. The burger was moist and very tasty. Another pre-order option was pork bolognese. At this point, a message appeared on the entertainment system asking everyone to lower their window blinds for the evening. I concluded the meal with a chocolate mousse cake. Again, the advertised desserts hadn't been loaded. All in all, it was a good meal, and I particularly liked the lamb burger. The meal was accompanied by an OK wine list and beers and spirits from the bar. The wines cost £19.20 per bottle, but only £11.99 if you excluded the fizz, so not a particularly premium list. There were 3 toilets for upper class passengers, 2 at the front and 1 at the rear of the cabin. The toilets at the front were relatively spacious and included a window. Wren hand wash and cream were provided. A changing stall folded down from the wall. I changed into the pyjamas that had been provided. They were soft and comfortable to wear. Back in the cabin, the seat reclined to form a bed. A mattress topper folded over the seat. A pillow and duvet were also provided. The bed was comfortable, but did narrow considerably in the footwell. I managed to get 4 or 5 hours sleep. When orders were taken for the main meal, you were also asked to complete a breakfast card. Breakfast was served around 90 minutes prior to landing. There was a choice each of main course and side dishes. I opted for cornflakes and the cooked breakfast, with orange juice and Earl Grey tea. It was a good breakfast, with fluffy scrambled eggs. As the sun started to rise through the windows, the aircraft was prepared for landing. We came into land on runway 27 right and then had a short taxi to the gate at Terminal 3. But how did I rate the flight? The check-in experience was okay. It was functional rather than having any Virgin buzz to it. There's a lot of walking to get from check-in to departures, which could be challenging for some people. The Star Alliance Lounge was good, although I think the new Virgin Clubhouse will be better. Boarding, like check-in, was okay, but a bit chaotic. On board, the seat was very good, with everything working well. The service from the cabin crew was first rate, with nothing too much trouble. The meals were good. Virgin's food offering does appear to be getting better of late. Although the wine selection was cheap, by comparison, I recently flew Qatar business class and the wine selection averaged twice the price per bottle. For the price of the fare, I would expect a more premium selection. The entertainment system was good, with a fair range of content, although both the cost and quality of the Wi-Fi were poor. What do you think of the Virgin Atlantic upper class service? Would you choose it for your next flight? Let me know in the comments. And I'd be really grateful if you'd subscribe to my channel and come along for the ride.